Okay, I am so excited to be sharing one of my incredibly talented and deeply God-centered clients, Cheryl Ann Needham. I'm just so grateful that you're here today. I would love for you to share your experience working with me, but before we dive into that, just share with us a little bit about who you are, your business, and what you do.
Sure. Again, I'm Cheryl Ann Needham, and I've got a unique business model in that I help Christian business owners with God-sized visions accomplish their milestones. And I do this by providing practical and strategic input from the Holy Spirit. And I also help them develop the mindsets that are critical to them to achieve their specific vision.
So, when we first started working together, what was the number one challenge that you were bumping up against in your business that you came looking for my help with?
Well, I had more needs than I realized. my initial need was how do I convey to people in practical terms what it is that I do, because what I do seems so different. So that was my overt need, but really I had a need understanding who my ideal client was and who I really wanted to work with. And once that was dialed in, then the rest became easy.
Absolutely. So what specific ways would you say that I helped you grow your business?
Well, I think the main thing that I needed a process to go through. Had someone just given me the answer, that wouldn't have helped me. I needed to understand myself and I needed to understand my clients. And so that process was critical to me. And the process you use was so invaluable in helping me to do just that.
Oh, thank you. So when we first started working together to now, how many clients would you say that you've gained since we've worked together?
I've gained one. And the reason is I took a break for a season. We moved
Yep.
and things like that. And so then I came back to it. And once I had that marketing message dialed in, I got that first client.
Fantastic. So your client it just happened quite recently, like 2,500, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. How would you describe my coaching style?
Passionate, energetic, and I felt like I had a cheerleader in you. And I think everyone in our coaching group felt like that. And you had an ability to connect with each of us differently according to who we each were. And so there's just this incredible feeling like we really had someone who was with us in the process. And that was wonderful.
Thank you. What specific unique gifts and skills do you think that I brought that helped you the most?
Your insight, your ability to tap into our gobbledygook when we were trying to explain something, your ability to pull that together, and you have this incredible ability with words. And the great thing about working with you, April, is that, a lot of marketing people will provide a process, but then you have to figure out the words inside the process, right? I mean, you're still doing all the heavy lifting, and what you did is you did the heavy lifting. If you've not worked with April, I mean, she just gets on the call, you see her typing on the screen. Well, how about this? And it's amazing how quickly she comes up with the exact language that you need. And again, taking in our raw data, trying to understand, trying to explain what we're going after. And she's just able to be insightful and pull that up and do it so quickly. It's amazing. And so you get off the call and you realize, oh my gosh, this huge boulder has been moved, but I really didn't have to lift. I just talked and she lifted for me.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. Thank you for sharing that.
You're a boulder lifter.
Oh, yes, I'll take it. I love it. I received that. Okay, so I took you through a 2-hour one-on-one call with me. All of my clients get a life PhD session. Can you share a little bit about your experience and how the life PhD session helped you? Because it's a really unique experience.
Yeah, it is. It's different than anything I've experienced. I think for me, what it did was it pulled out things in my life, patterns that were there that I kind of knew, but I could never really define them. And so as soon as you can define something and look at it, then you can break free from it. And I've done a lot of life work. So That process was really helpful to identify those and really to break me free, which again, then tied into my marketing, because my job is not to convince people that God speaks in a marketing message.
Right.
That's not my job. That's for a teaching or for real life experience. My job is to sort, not convince. So whew, all that was off my head.
Awesome. Awesome. So we also went through a process for mindset to identify and pinpoint any limiting beliefs or fears, anything that's kind of underneath the surface that's driving the results that are showing up in your life. We went through this 5-step process. How did that help you? Was I able to help you with that mindset piece?
I think I'm just going to go back to the overall process that we went through. Just gave me confidence.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, I have such stellar results with my clients. I have metrics, I have testimonials, I have all those things, but there was still this need to confidently convey what it is I do. And being free to sort versus convince took the pressure off. You know, because my marketing process is a filter now, right? To identify who those ideal clients are. And so there's just a freedom of that. You know, the pressure's off to try to achieve or to do it really perfectly or a certain way. I don't have to do that. I'm just trying to sort who the best people for me are to work with and to help them achieve what they're going after.
Can I just say, I love how you describe that? Your ability to sort and the right people for you instead of trying to convince. That is so powerful. The way that you describe that.
It's
It's so
free.
true.
It's liberating.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Because what it's sort of like it's almost like you know, you offer someone, would you care for some tea? You know, would you like this? Yes, no. Okay, great. You move on. And instead of feeling like I have to attain or acquire and all that icky stuff, which just then kept me away from talking about what it is I do and how I can help people.
Awesome. Awesome. So if there is somebody that maybe has been on the fence that are considering to work with me as their coach to help them with their messaging and client attraction and mindset and all of that I do, what would you say to them?
Don't delay. The longer you delay, you're losing money. And the best investment you can make for your clients is to invest in yourself. And all of us have something inside us that's holding us back. And we need someone on the outside who's objective, looking in, who can help us identify and uncover that. So there's a freedom, because marketing should not be hard. We should actually really enjoy it, because wow, we get to express to people how we can help them. And so we want to get to that place where it's not hard, where it's an easy yoke. And then we just do the work that we were born to do. And there's so much freedom in that. There's so much joy in that. And I think a lot of us don't have enjoyment in our work because the marketing process feels heavy and it's unclear for us. And then that just dampers how much we enjoy our work in general. So my counsel is, don't delay, jump on it, invest in yourself. The additional monies you'll gain from your client will more than compensate for the investment, and you'll be a different person in the end. So get off the fence, sign up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, I knew from the very day that we first met, when we got introduced, that you had a very important God-given calling on your life. I have personally seen it in action. I've experienced your incredible insights and prophetic gift, and I'm just so excited and thrilled for you because you are really on the edge of something great. And that has to do with sowing into other people's lives so they can feel, leaders and entrepreneurs in particular, so they can fulfill their calling too.
And the other thing with that, April, I agree, is that, you know, I have other ministry things that I've wanted to do. And yet what held me back was just not having the war chest to do them. So just knowing that I was solid in my marketing message enabled me to move forward with my business. And it also gives me the resources to move forward with my other dreams that are going to help even more people. So it's helped me in so many areas to move forward. I mean, I can't even begin to testify of all the results because I've just begun. So now I actually feel like I'm running I'm running on all cylinders, not just a few, which is wonderful.
Woo-hoo! Yes, 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 yes. That's what I want to hear. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for coming on here today. And for those of you, if you're watching the replay of this video and listening to Cheryl Ann, I just encourage you, if you happen to want some help or want to just kind of hop on a quick call with me to explore a little bit more, there's zero pressure. That's not even my style, but I'd love to talk through it with you to see if there's some way I can help you as well. All right, that is it. Thank you so much again, Cheryl Ann, and we'll see you soon.
Okay, thanks, April. Bye-bye.